Yes, in sharing my sleep challenges before starting Sleep Reset, I was known as a night owl from when I was about 9 years old. So sleep has been an issue for me since then. And a lot of it was creative time. I'm a doer and I was up and I was enjoying doing and I didn't want to stop. Other times, we moved a lot as a child, and I was leaving friends and changing schools on a every 3 years, just about. And I would stay up at night, and there was a lot of sadness and a lot of churning, a lot of emotional churning and wakefulness and anxiety around not being able to sleep. And I've experienced insomnia my whole life, and a lot of it was the mental churning. But I also found as I began meditation, I thought that would be very helpful. And in the end, it kept me up more at night because I would get clarity and more ideas. So I realized that meditating at night was not a good thing. So night was always my energized time, and it made me anxious to go to bed because I would feel awake and alive and not ready to sleep. I tried, I went through a divorce and I had serious insomnia every night. I mean, I don't even know when I slept, and that lasted about a year. And I did try sleeping pills and I found they made me groggy. So I didn't like that. I'm actually quite healthy. I'm a dancer as well as an interior designer. And so health was important and sleep was important. But I always just had lots of energy without sleep. So I was going on adrenaline. Sleeping pills were not good. Melatonin was good in small doses. Uh, I just need a little bit, sometimes once a month. I still go to melatonin, and I find that's very helpful, but I definitely did not want to start relying on sleeping pills. I love the program. I paying for it, I made a commitment to it, and I love that it was, I believe, a 3-month program. And I just thought, a good friend of mine, her brother is a specialist in circadian rhythms, and she said it's going to come back to you that you have been up so much of your life and not getting full sleep for so many years. And she said it's really going to hit your health. And that was what her brother was proving. So I decided I wanted to work on my circadian rhythm, and the having the program was unbelievable. Honestly, the way this scientific knowledge is presented to you in very clear layperson's terms each day, you'd get a little snippet, and it built on itself. And I found that extraordinary, actually, because it started making sense of my the anxiety. I began to recognize the anxiety around going to bed, and that was actually a thing that people have, and I identified it. And I was able to identify the conditions with the very simple questionnaire that you would answer every single day. I found that fantastic. Um, Easy to just check off things. You didn't have to think of a short essay answer every day. It was so easy and quick and focused. And then having the tools to learn how to control my urges. I felt addicted to staying up late at night. And it really felt like an addiction because I like it a lot. Sometimes I like it when everyone is sleeping and I can be creative, and I like that time. So for me, it's a matter of picking and choosing when I I splurge on those night hours and when I take care of myself and get it under control. So the program, the having the accountability with the therapist was fantastic. And having her be a real person and not AI was really good. So I saw results just about immediately. Making the commitment to making the change was immediate for me. Within a few days, I I was receptive to the program and committed to it, and um, having the little setting the time that I wanted to go to bed and wanted to wake up, which is later than most people. My time was set at midnight and I'd wake up at 8. And I worked for myself, and so I was able to keep that schedule very easily. And so I'd hear the little, sleepy time ding, and I'd be, okay, I have to stop what I'm doing and wind down. And I'd get into bed and I'd fall straight to sleep, like never in my life before. And now I I'm sleeping really well. I sleep between 7 and 7.5 hours a night. Um, One of the tools is that if you're not asleep within about 5 minutes of being in bed, which was unheard of for me, it was always an hour and a half or 2 hours of struggling to sleep. I get up and I do gentle stretches, or I'll fold the laundry, or I'll write in my journal, or I'll just do something away from the computer. Um, and I wait till I start yawning. These were just little tips that just I use all the time. I wait to go to bed till I'm yawning, and that lets me know I'm ready to sleep. Life after completing the program, um, has definitely changed. I am over the anxiety of getting myself to bed and of trying to get to sleep. Um, Being able to identify my habits has been incredible. I I just have the tools. I have these tools. I have the scientific understanding, and it all fell into place for me. And so um, I'm getting more sleep than I ever have in my entire life, and I'm focused and I'm meditating in the mornings instead of at night, and uh, I feel strong and healthy. And if I need to, I'll take a nap in the afternoon. But I have a lot of energy and a lot of focus and clarity. And I use the tools every night. I'm using the tools that I learned from the program. If someone's hesitant to try sleep reset, I would say I had tried everything from hypnosis to meditation to exercising, which I've done all my life anyway, to journaling, reading, everything. And I found that this program had it gave me so much understanding of what my struggle was, and it gave me the tools to actually deal with those struggles. And I would say, hands down, it has helped me immeasurably. And I've recommended it to anybody I've heard say, I have a sleep issue. I recommend it all the time, wholeheartedly. See, anything else I'd like to share? I think the most important thing for me is, again, the tools, and that uh, I am someone, and other people who have trouble going to bed at night might realize that that time of night is also very precious. And so I feel that it's like maybe an alcoholic who feels they have to give up drinking entirely. I didn't want to have to give up those night hours 100%. So what it's taught me is that, maybe once a month I'll binge and I'll stay up till 3 or 4 in the morning, and I'll get that deep nighttime energy and thought that I love, but I don't do it every night anymore. And that's all I need. You don't have to give it up entirely, but to be back on track, it's better for my relationships, it's better for my energy for sure. And I feel healthier. And yeah, I mean, I can't remember what the question was, but yeah. I think it's a great program and I highly recommend it. And it's definitely changed my life. I don't feel as though I have a syndrome anymore of being an insomniac or of being a problem sleeper. Uh, I don't have to label myself anymore in that negative way, and that's very helpful as well.